What's up? I'm Wicked, and today I'd like to talk to you about manifesting. Honestly, we're probably going to start doing a lot of that around here, but today I just want to give a brief rundown of what manifesting is so that you can start implementing it into your daily life to make your dreams come true. So, what is manifesting? Manifesting is the act of creating your own reality with intention through deep belief. So, what does it mean to create your own reality? This phrase has become really popular, but what does it actually mean? Well, to create your own reality is to live consciously. It is the decision to switch perspective and decide that life is happening because of you, not to you. To create your own reality, you must shed the victim skin. It is in our nature to manifest. As human beings, we are constantly creating new things, all of which started as an idea, a dream, or an intention. Taking the spiritual approach to living your life is really no different than what we're already doing, except now we're doing it on purpose. That's really all this means. You decide what you want and you work with the universe to get it. Now, that's easier said than done, of course, but we'll get into all the tactics later on. So now that we know what manifesting is, why do it? Why manifest? Why live your life on autopilot? Why let life happen to you? Why live a life of someone else's choosing? Why be a bystander in your own experience when you are the main character? Why not manifest? Why not get what you want? Why not try? Manifesting is hard. Okay, not really, but learning how to control yourself so that you can actually manifest what you want is about as difficult as you are. So for some people, that's nothing. For others, this is a nightmare. Once people realize that they have to be responsible for themselves in order to actually manifest what they want, a large percentage of them begin writing this off because it's easier to reject it than to do the work. Lots of people try manifesting and think all they have to do is think happy thoughts and they'll become millionaires. After about a week or two, when this doesn't work, they give up and they call manifesting a hoax. Now, that's fine. This is their path and maybe they'll figure it out in the next lifetime. But not you, though. You want to figure it out now. So here's the most important thing you need to know about manifesting. You do not manifest from your conscious mind. At least, not unless you're perfectly in alignment, and let's face it, nearly no one is. It is the subconscious mind that is in constant concert with the universe. That means it is the part of you that you know the least about that is always in direct communication with the creator of all about how your life should go. You may have noticed that affirmations are huge in spirituality, but they don't work if you don't believe in them. And truly, affirmations are just programming tools. The point of affirming is to rewire your brain and create new neural pathways so that you can access a higher vibration. Once you've calibrated to these higher vibrational frequencies, you'll be able to attract higher vibrational things into your life. Affirmations are just one way of reprogramming yourself, but they've gained so much popularity because they're so incredibly powerful. However, they can be hard to start depending on where you're at with yourself. Here's a huge tip for affirming. You cannot get love out of hate. Meaning that if you're someone who's really down on themselves, starting with high flyer affirmations like, I'm amazing, I love myself so much, I'm abundant, happy, and healthy, is going to be really uncomfortable for you. Instead, just try starting closer to where you are so long as it's a step in a happier direction. For instance, if you're in the habit of saying things like, I hate myself, I suck, I'm awful, I can't do this, I can't do that, start with some easier to access affirmations, things that are lighter, that feel a little bit softer, like, I'm really not so bad. There's this one thing that I really like about myself, and I'm capable of basic survival needs. I've lived this long and survived so far, so I'm probably capable of more. And then work your way up to those high flyer affirmations. You have to start reprogramming where you actually are. When we speak into existence, when we speak to the universe about our lives and ourselves, we open up our throat chakra, which allows the kundalini or life force energy to reach higher vibrational frequencies. Speaking positively about yourself can literally detox your lower chakras, and it can help you rewire your brain to start thinking thoughts that work for you rather than thoughts that hinder you. The way you think dictates the way that you feel, and the way that you feel is your frequency that you dictate to the universe. This is your vibrational frequency. If your frequency is low, you need to change the way that you think. 9 times out of 10, the thing holding people back from reaching their true potential is a faulty belief system. They think they're not good enough, they think they could never be rich or never be successful, they think that money is evil and they're afraid of making too much, or perhaps they're just afraid of their own potential. These beliefs and beliefs like it live in the subconscious, and they are what get in the way of your manifestations. Manifesting is all about recalibrating your belief system so that you can change the conversation that you're having with the universe. You set your intention and you do whatever it takes to convince yourself that it is possible for yourself. Now it's time for a disclaimer. This does not work in co-creation with another being unless they're on the same wavelength. What this means is that no matter how high your vibration gets on any matter, you will never be able to overrule another being's free will. This pertains mostly to relationships. You can be dead set on finding the soulmate, and the universe will deliver a match to you. But if you're dead set on a specific person who isn't dead set on you, you will be wasting your energy trying to manifest them changing their minds. Getting too focused on a specific person or a specific detail is only going to hold you back. Attachment to outcome is the downfall to all manifestations. When we get too attached to the who, what, when, where, and why of the manifestation, the universe really can't do its beautiful work. We're putting up what's known as resistance, and I'll do a separate video on resistance and how to battle it, but for now, let's just say resistance is the wall of energy that stops you from doing something. You felt it before, you just probably didn't really know what it was at the time, but I bet you'll be more mindful of it next time it occurs. Resistance is what keeps all of the good manifestations out while setting the stage for the negative manifestations. This is because when you're in a vibration of resistance, you are closed off from the universe. When you live in resistance, you are out of alignment and disconnected from the universe, meaning that you are disconnected from divine protection and guidance. Resistance and lack are two of the most damaging frequencies. They both scream, "I don't trust the universe," and honestly, this hurts the universe's feelings. Like, why would it want to help you when you treat it that way? But really, resistance and standing in the state of lack is only going to attract more lack into your life. We live in an attraction-based universe, so when you feel like you are nothing, like you have nothing, and you'll never have anything again, you manifest more nothing out of the universe. Sometimes even worse, you manifest things that you once had falling away from you because you stood in a vibration of ungratefulness for way too long. We do not come into this life with all of these limitations. We are all born as truly abundant spiritual beings, but as we humanize our souls, we begin to learn all of these earthly lessons, many of which are very harsh and leave deep wounds on our souls. It is these deep cuts that stay active in our subconscious and become like a dirty filter on your toroidal field. This is the energy field of the electricity that your heart creates, and when we allow these dirty filters, these wounds to kind of float around in there, no matter how much pure positive energy we push out, we're still going to attract negative things back because our energy gets sullied when it passes through these wounds, these dirty filters. When we clean these filters or heal these wounds, we're doing so much more than just that. By freeing up your subconscious, you're no longer carrying around low vibrational energies. When you release those, you allow your soul to reach new vibrations of consciousness, and it makes it much easier to stay amongst the high vibrations because you don't have anything pulling you back down. Meaning ultimately you'll feel better, and not even just for a moment. All of this healing will make a higher mindset a more permanent stance for you. All of this work is done to ensure that your natural baseline of energy is just higher without having to do all of the work every day. All of this does get a lot easier, but most people just don't make it through the work. When you begin to live consciously and start trying to change things in your life, you need to be aware that the universe is going to push back. As with the universe, so with the soul. You might notice things getting really bad or negative when you start this practice because your ego is going to have to fight and die many times over in order for you to truly change yourself. You really have to change yourself before your life changes. Your ego's whole goal is to protect this meticulously crafted idea of who you are, your identity. The ego doesn't care if this identity is harming you whatsoever. It just knows it has to protect what it knows. It will fight back. It will make changing very hard, so you're going to have to be more committed to the new you than you are to the old you in order to make it through this. Another thing that happens when you start this journey is the unearthing process, in which you get down and dirty with yourself and your wounds and you start digging up all of that old buried shit. Unfortunately, to heal this, you're going to have to put energy into this, and if the wound is deep and powerful enough, it may start remanifesting itself in your physical now reality. Because the most important thing you need to know about manifesting is this. It is not about what you like or don't like, it is about what you give your attention to. Sometimes when we focus on the pain, we just create more of it. The most important thing to do if you notice this happening is to just keep healing. Focus on yourself and getting through this phase. Trust that it will get better on the other side of this storm. The universe is never testing us. We are using the universe to test ourselves. When things start to get rough, it's because we're about to have a breakthrough, and the ego cannot stand this. But the higher self knows that it's for the best, and if you feel that pull to get through it, even in the thick of it, just know that that is alignment. This is not easy work. Most lack the reflective abilities to be able to do this work and would rather write it off. This is scary work. It requires facing all of your demons and killing off parts of yourselves that no longer serve. This is painful work because sometimes it means saying goodbye to people whom you love but who just truly aren't good for you. This is sacred work because healing for one is healing for the collective. This is important work because it will change your relationship with life and with your soul. This is hard work, but why shouldn't it be if your life is going to be better than everybody else's? Manifesting means radical self-honesty. And you're going to have to be able to get control over yourself across multiple dimensions of consciousness in order to stay in true alignment with your higher self. Find out what alignment really is, what it can do for you, and why you need it in my next video. In the meantime, make sure to like and subscribe so that I can help you keep your third eye in the sky. And stay blessed.